Let me know when I'm live. Hey, there I am. Live. Okay. All right, everybody, we're back. Back in studio, and not just any studio. We are in the new studio. It is it's pretty much like the other studio, but smaller. And I forgot to shut off the sound on my phone, and that's all taken care of. All right, Darlene and Steve are in the house. The Hammer, Mike Valentine, in the house. Tom, Mad Dog Montefusco's in the house. Brian Wallif. I can't say your name, dude. B. Wallif. What's going on, B? What's going on, everybody? We got a lot to talk about. Holy cow, look at us in the new studio. It's clean. It's being rebuilt. Yes, Hammer, we have a new studio. Hamilton Radio with a brand new studio. We have... We're just getting in, actually. Hey, Kirsten's in the house. I love Kirsten. How you doing, Kirsten? We got a new studio in the house. We got new gigs and gadgets and padukas and things. We're gonna work on Gene and Ruben, and by Gene and Ruben I mean Gene. We'll be working on cleaning up the studio and getting it up to par. We just moved in on Sunday, but for right now, we are up and running in the new gigs, and I'm enjoying it. Gotta say, a lot of fun in here. I was actually in here last night. Anima House Radio, my good buddies at Anima House Radio, celebrated their 3-year anniversary. Here last night, and there were about 4,000 people here. We couldn't get out of each other's way, and quite frankly, I told everybody last night that my show was going on and not to come because there were way too many people here. But all good people. I love every one of them. They're all a part of Hamilton Radio, and we're just one big family. And Gene, I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've been here, but I am not the Alpha Male Radio Show. It's just the Alpha Male Show. But that's okay. Don't be kicking me off like Ruben does. We'll get past it. Ruben just decides to make changes in the middle of my show and kicks me off, and he's not well, Ruben. Too many Uber rides. All right, let's start it off. We had Rescue Mania on April 7th and 14th. Last couple of weeks. I'll catch you up to date on what I was doing the last couple of weeks. But first off, I want to talk about Rescue Mania. We are now up on YouTube. The first 4 episodes of Rescue Mania are up on YouTube. Check it out. Go there. I am announcing live events with Cheyenne Ortiz. We're calling all the matches and that. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely entertaining to watch. You got some great matches going on. If you like wrestling, or if you just want to hear me insult people, that's the way to go, because I do my best to insult every one of the wrestlers I don't like. So definitely check it out. Give it a whirl. It's on YouTube. Go to Rescue Mania, and the first 4 episodes are up there. Check them out. Tom Montefusco, the Mad Dog's in there. He's being interviewed. He's wrestling. He's doing jumping jacks, doing all kinds of stuff. The Patriot, Adam Payne, Andrew Anderson, the Reinforcer, the Big Deal, Craig Steele. I'm just trying to think. The Little Bit Superstar, the Lit Superstar, Sebastian Cage, Crowbar, Danny Doring, ECW original Danny Doring. All these people are all part of Rescue Mania. They're all part of the YouTube tapings. Bright Lights, Jared Foster, the Jersey Jewel, Steve Sterling. Can't leave those guys out. Two of my favorites. All this stuff is going on. Definitely check out Rescue Mania. We did one for Tracers this weekend on the 14th. If you guys don't know what Tracers is, I've been promoting it pretty heavily since I heard about it. My buddy AJ Luna runs it, or he hooked us up with it, and he was running the whole show. He did an excellent job getting the arena filled, getting the word out to everybody. Tracers is a great organization. What they do is I believe they're based out of Bergen County. They take homeless veterans. They get them a place to live. They get them a job. They got to help get them on their feet. I can't think of a better cause. Honestly, I really can. It's a great cause, and I was glad to be a part of it. And I was glad I could lend my expertise in the any way I could. So that was great. Last couple of weeks, I haven't been in studio. Last weekend, my daughter, I'm very proud of her. She, the cheer, it was pretty emotional. They had the end of the year cheerleaders dinner, and even though she didn't get to cheer for the organization this year because the team folded at the last minute, they were still kind enough and nice enough to honor her and honor a couple other girls who weren't able to cheer this year with a scholarship to college for being part of the organization for so long. I'm going to be honest, come cheer season, I'm really not going to know what to do with myself. I've been a part of the organization for the better part of 15, 20 years, and that's no joke. My oldest daughter cheered for the organization. They came up, and after they came up, after she left, I had about a year off, and then my youngest daughter started cheering, and she cheered from like second grade all the way up through high school, and now she's graduating. Hey, Daniel and Joey Ventosa in the house. Good to see you too. She had the Paul Bonanimo in the house. What's going on, Paul? Paul Bonanno, what's going on? Yeah, so she was. They were kind enough to pass her on a scholarship, and it was pretty emotional. Bernadette always gets emotional, and she didn't know how to say goodbye. So the funny part is she gets emotional. My daughter got emotional. The other cheerleaders who were being honored got emotional, and I was laughing because I find it amusing when everyone gets emotional. I think I might be slightly disconnected from the rest of the world, but it was pretty cool. I got to say, it was really cool of them. I also want to give a shout out to Bernadette, who battled and almost made it into. Well, actually, she did make it. Her and Paige made it to the finals of the Alpha Madness tournament, where they dropped the ball in the final round. They choked, and they lost to the bandit himself, Burt Reynolds, who is our Alpha Madness tournament for this year. He's our Alpha Madness champion for this year. I want to thank everybody who participated, who voted and everything. And I've already started compiling new alphas for next year. Who's going to be in, who's going to get, we're going to have another tournament next year. I got to be honest with you. The tournament, it can be draining for me. The first round, I had some complaints from people saying, why am I against this person? I don't want to compete against this person. I don't like this one. And I got to be honest, after the first round was over, I really said to myself, I'm not going to do this again next year because I'm getting way too many complaints from people who are unappreciative of when I do the Alpha Madness tournament, and for that matter, when I name an alpha male and alpha female for the week, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put a spin on what. Don't be insulting my alphas, Darlene. They were all named alphas for a reason. I try and put a positive spin on everything. You go into the media, they're always telling you what's wrong with the world. They're always telling you what celebrities are doing bad. They're always telling you what regular people are doing bad. It's very hard to find good, positive, upbeat news. Well, when I name an alpha male and I name an alpha female, I try and find something they've done positive, whether it's a career's worth of work, a lifetime worth of work. Maybe it's one event in their life. Maybe it's something they do on a daily basis that people don't notice, or people don't want to notice because they're so busy focusing on the negative. When I do the alpha male and alpha female every week, I try to find somebody who did something positive for society, whether it's, for the entire world, whether it's for, the industry they're in. Burt Reynolds passed away this year. Just for an example, the poor guy had an excellent career, excellent body of work. And I felt when he passed that we needed to honor him, and that's why I named him Alpha Male. Darlene and Steve, I named them both Alpha Male of the Week. I always try and name a couple of my fans throughout the year because I appreciate the fact, and I try and name some of my fans because I appreciate the fact that they come on every week, they listen to the show, they promote the show, and they really help out. And I enjoy seeing them every week. It's like our own little time together where, for some god awful reason, you decide to sit back in your house and listen to me rant for an hour. But I love all you guys, and that's kind of where it took a turn for me. A lot of people, not a lot, but there were a few who were just rubbing me the wrong way. Not rubbing me the wrong way, but just little complaints. I don't want to be against this one. I want to do this. But then, as the tournament went on in the second round, I noticed people started to catch on to what I was doing and what I'm trying to do. And I saw more positive. I saw more positive outcomes, and I saw more people getting involved, and more people voting, and I saw I saw the ratings on the show going up a little higher, and that's good. That makes me happy because it means people are listening and people want to know what's going on in the show. And I think if people want to know what's going on in the show, they're going to keep coming back and they're going to keep listening. And it'll give me an opportunity to name more alphas and more alpha males, more alpha females. I think it'll get people to try and do things in a more positive light, in a more positive manner. And that's what I want to see. I want to see people doing more positive things, even if it's just to say, "Hey, look even if they go to me, "Hey, look, I'm doing this or I'm doing that," and I'm trying to improve on doing this, or I'm helping that one. And if my show gets you to help somebody, then, just even if it's just so you're named Alpha, then so be it. Hey, Gisella's in the house. Hi, Gisella. I hope you're feeling better. She's feeling a little under the weather last night. I was just talking about 3 years last night and Animal House Radio and all the people we had in here and how crazy it was. But it's great because you can really see the love everybody has for the Animal House Radio show. And even though I'm not one of the regulars on the show anymore like I was, I still, whenever I come in here, I still get treated like family and everything, and that's that's pretty big. Because Animal House Radio is where I got started, and now I have my own show. I'm gonna try and keep my rant down a little bit tonight. I got some stuff I want to rant about. But again, we don't have the air conditioning kicking in here. The fan isn't set up in here yet. And it's about 250 degrees in here. And considering that's about 100 degrees less than I weigh, we're probably will probably see me hit the ground if I get too ranty. But hey, you never know. Maybe I'll turn big and green. That'll be fun. Oh, look at Gene bringing in the fan. That fan is so dirty and filthy. He brought all the dirt from the old studio over into this fan. It's like he mopped the floor in the old studio with this fan. Gene's looking for a place to plug in. There's all kinds. There's TVs plugged in. I got a TV dead in front of me. I can see Dancing Godzilla. Hey, Carl Carbone's in the house. What's going on there, Carl? Good to see you, Willie Couch. You know what? While we're on the subject of last night, I gotta bring this up because I adore this girl. She is one of the sweetest people I've ever met. She's such a sweet person. This girl is 20 years old. She does all kinds of charity work for St. Jude's. And we were honored. Everyone who was here last night was honored to listen to her brand new single, which I'm not going to say what it is. I'm not going to say that. Ooh, look at that, a fan now. I'm all cool and breezy. No, it's fine. Leave it alone. Look, boom, pen. There we go. Won't turn the page. Worst comes to worst, I'll put my finger on it. We were, last night, this girl, her name is Dominique Monroe. Go to DominiqueMonroe.com. You can hear her singles. You can hear her singing. This girl is 20 years old. She's well ahead of her time. How many 20-year-olds are worried about being socially conscious enough to go out and raise money for St. Jude's? This girl's going to win a Grammy one day, without a doubt. Her singing is amazing. Her voice is so powerful. And she's just the sweetest, kindest person in the world. Her mom is relentless. Her mom is her manager, calls everywhere, takes her everywhere, does everything she can for her. And Dominique comes in and she puts up with me. And the fact that she can put up with me is just amazing because I come out and I tease Dominique to no end. I hit on her. I tell her I'm going to move her into my trunk, the trunk of my car. I tell her all kinds of silly shit. And she just takes it in stride and she laughs and she doesn't call the cops and have me arrested, which, again, that's a plus. But seriously, go to DominiqueMonroe.com. Listen to her music. Listen to her singles. She does some great stuff. And become a dominator. Because I'm a dominator. I got all kinds of... I get some free gifts from her and that. She's a great girl. And I hope to be able to help her out with some stuff soon. Hey, Robert Lewis in the house. Joey Goodwin, what's going on? She really is, Gisela. She is the best. I love Dominique. I love her. I love her mom, Denise. They both take everything in stride. They're great people. I can't say enough good things about them. So I just won't say anything. Because, hey, that's me. Now to plug myself, because I am a big beast, I'm plugging myself. And I haven't sold nearly enough tickets yet, so I want to sell some more. April the 27th, Alpha Comedy Club, located at 102 Park Avenue in Rutherford, New Jersey, inside Jim Dandy's restaurant. I've amassed a spectacular show. Honestly, this group of comics could be the best group of comics I've put together so far. It's myself, which you'll have to tolerate through. We have Michelle Trania, she's just amazing. She's funny. She's on point. She has her own show called Divorce Diaries. You can find it at divorcediariesshow.wordpress.com. She does that with, I believe her partner's Pat Dixon or Pat Collins. I have to look it up. Sorry, I've been a little unloopy lately. But she's on the show. I got Kelly Shannon, who is hilarious. I love Kelly to death. She's a great girl. She's a funny girl, and I was fortunate enough to get her. And to top it off, my radio brother himself. I got Carlo Valerio, the Wild Thing himself, is going to come and perform on April the 27th. Definitely get tickets. Definitely come out. I want this place packed. I want so many people in there that you're going to have to stand outside to listen. Let's really just push the tickets. Get your tickets early. Go to Eventbrite, Alpha Comedy Club. The tickets are online. Definitely pick some up before they're all gone. You want to come out on April the 27th. It's getting closer. It's a little over a week away. So definitely come on out and check out the Alpha Comedy Club. You're gonna love coming out and watching all of us. It's a lot of fun, and I expect to see everybody out there. Make the trip. Come on down. It's April the 27th. It's a Saturday night, 9 o'clock. It's a BYOB. The food is incredible. The wings are to die for. I hope Lou LaMedica is coming too. He was supposed to call me today. I haven't heard from him. I'm trying to get Lou to do the show. If not, I hope he at least comes as an audience member. I love Louis the Fork. Louis a great guy. He's a funny dude. So I'm hoping he'll grace us by performing, or at least by coming to the show. I know Lou's gonna love the food. He's gonna go He's gonna do backflips over the wings and the ribs and all that barbecue food. He's gonna love that stuff. I already love it. You text him and tell him he didn't call me. Don't call me now. I'm on the air. Tell him you call me after 9, like 9:15ish, 9:13. Make it 9:13. Yeah, it's 8:21, 9:13 will be perfect. He can call me. Let's see. I already did the Rescue Mania, the Mini Monroe, out of my house. Oh, there it is. I saw a video on YouTube. Just I'm a little off. You know what? Yeah, I saw a video on YouTube. I found it. I found myself a little confused on it. My good, well, he's not my good buddy, but I'm a big fan of his, and I think he's a real down-to-earth guy. Scott Baio shared a video. He didn't post it, but he shared it on Twitter. It's like a bullying video, but it's not. I was a little confused on whether it was a bullying video or not. There was this classroom full of students. There may or may not have been a teacher in the classroom. This girl picked up a book and smacked the girl in the face with it. And then she went to work on this girl. I mean, she was pounding this girl's head. She grabbed her by her hair, and she just kept hitting her, and the table went over, the desk. You know how the school desks are that they lock you into with the little desk on the thing, and there's a chair, and it's wrapped around you, and there's no way out, and this girl couldn't get out, and she was just getting pummeled. Now, I don't know whether it was... Now, everyone's saying, oh, it's a bullying video. How does everyone just sit there and let this happen? And I'm watching, and everyone's just kind of looking away. Somebody's videotaping it. Everybody's just looking away, and everybody's acting like it's not happening, kind of, or not so much it's not happening, but nobody's jumping up to jump in and save this girl. I'm thinking that the girl catching the beating might have been the one bullying the other girl, and the other girl had enough. Now, everyone, if you look at everyone's going, oh, the teacher should be out of a job. Well, first off, I don't know that the teacher was in the room. You know, it might have been before class. A lot of times, kids will get to the classroom before the teacher. Maybe the teacher's coming from across the school, and she doesn't get to the classroom, and the students get there in time. Hey, my buddy Dave Evans in the house, Comic Dave Evans. Hey, if you people are in some kind of accounting trouble, call Dave Evans, because that guy is one heck of an accountant. But yeah, she picks up a book, and she just blasts this girl right in the face with it. I just by the way it was going on, I don't know whether, and I haven't gotten the whole story, and I don't know if the whole story is out there. If anyone knows the story or hears of the story, fill me in, because I mean, just watching this girl hit the other girl in the face with the book, I mean, this wasn't just like it was a big one of them big binder notebooks. It looked like, and she just blasted this girl right in the face. I'm thinking maybe this girl just had enough of being picked on and snapped and went after this girl. And I gotta think that if this girl was catching a beating, somebody would have jumped up and they would have tried to break up the fight or something. Or although a lot of people don't want to get involved anymore, and this is what drives me nuts with bullying. When I was growing up, they always told you, hey, if you're getting picked on and a bully's picking on you, stand up for yourself. Hey, Rick Simone's in the house. Paul Field is here. What's going on? No Filter Paul. When I was a kid, if you were being bullied, you're being picked on, you were always taught, stand up for yourself. Don't let the bully win. The bully's just going to keep bullying you until you stand up for yourself. Hodger's in the house. It's like you guys are all together. And the bully was, you always stood up to the bully. You didn't back down and you didn't take the beat. I mean, the whole Karate Kid franchise was about a kid who was basically being bullied and stood up for himself. He learned how to fight and he learned how to take care of himself. And he stood up for himself. And that's how a lot of those high school movies were. You got picked on in school, and then you learn to take care of yourself. You learn to fight, whether it was karate or wrestling or whatever it was, and you didn't back down and you didn't take shit from anybody. Now they tell you if you see something, say something. If you're being picked on or you see somebody bullying someone, go tell an adult. And you know what? Adults, no offense, but adults don't do anything. Adults can't do it. What is an adult going to do? Oh, look, there's a 15-year-old kid picking on a 14-year-old kid, and I'm a 35-year-old guy who's, I haven't been 35 in a while, but I'm a teacher, and I'm teaching kids, and I'm supposed to jump in and break up this fight and tell this kid to stop picking on him. And they're not going to stop picking on them. It's not going to work that way. The teacher's going to tell them to stop picking on them. And after school, you're going to get picked on worse. And now there's not a teacher around to get this kid off of you. So you got to learn to take care of yourself. I know it's not what they want. They go, oh, well, you're going to get in trouble if you. Well, you know what? Sometimes I always told my kids, I said, listen, if anybody ever bullies you, if anybody's picking on you, you pop them in the mouth. And my kids always said, but then I'm going to get in trouble. I said, one, you're going to get in worse trouble with me if you don't stand up for yourself. And number two, you're not going to get in trouble because I'm not going to allow you to get into trouble. If my kids came to me and said, hey, I hit this kid in the face because he was picking on me or he was picking on my sister or whoever they were picking on, Cynthia, you're right. Teachers are getting picked on, and teachers don't do anything because no one's supposed to do anything. But when I was a kid, I was taught to defend myself. And I think that's what we need to teach kids again. And by the way, Cynthia Dawn Anderson, Cynthia Taser, the lovely Cynthia, love her to death. Glad to see you here, hon. And I know this is hitting home for Cynthia because I know her kids are having some problems. And honestly, if I was out in Illinois, I would solve the problems for her because I would knock out the principal, but that's me. But I would not let my kids. Right, you don't just let people pick on you. You don't let people smack you and pick on you. And right, Kirsten, you're 100% right. If somebody hits you, you have to hit them back. And you know what? If I get called into school. And my kids were like, well, they hit me, so I hit them back. And they're trying to yell at my kid for doing it. Then you know what? I'm going to stand up and I'm going to say no. Say, sorry, this kid put their hand on my kid, so my kid knocked him out. It's not my fault my kid's better at fighting than their kid. Maybe they shouldn't be a bully. Maybe they should keep their hands to themselves. It's very difficult. Everyone, they want everything to be settled with words, but not everything can be settled with words. Bullies don't understand, don't do this. Bullies understand, hey, I'm going to push you, whack, I just got hit in the face. That doesn't feel good. I don't want to do that anymore. And that's what they understand. And it's a shame that's what they understand, but society has kind of been like, no, don't hit them, come tell a teacher. Well, telling a teacher doesn't help. Because teacher can't do anything, so the teacher kind of turns the other cheek and goes, well, it'll... Yeah, that's definitely a teacher problem there, Cynthia. Without a doubt. Holy cow. Yeah, we have. I gotta say, I think we're okay with some teachers, but it's gotten to a point where you can't. It is hard. The teacher's hands might be tied. The principal's hands might be tied. But I gotta think it's more they don't want to get involved. I remember when I was in school, I had some problems, and I was in a fight like every other day in school. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I was a dick. I'll be honest with you. Today, if I was in high school, I'd punch me in the mouth. But that being said, when people came up to me, I didn't take any shit, and I got into a lot of fights in school. I got into a lot of fights. And the teacher was always looking at me going, or the principal was looking at me and going, oh, well, I was getting down to the bottom of this. You know what? I like your youngest. Good for her. Kicked him right in the nuts. Hey, DJ Friction, what's going on, buddy? I got to be honest. I'm 100% behind punching a bully in the face, kicking him in the nuts. Whatever it is, you got to fight back. I know we're not supposed to promote violence. We're not supposed to tell people to punch people in the face. DJ Friction, always good to see you. Hey, you know what? While you're here, I know you're getting back into wrestling. Everyone, if you're down in the Florida area, go check out my boy DJ Friction as he climbs back in the ring. Do me a favor, Lou, DJ Friction, Rescue Mania on YouTube. Type it in. Go watch our first 4 episodes have been released. You can listen to me badmouthing all my least favorite wrestlers. You're gonna love it. But yeah, I know we're not supposed to promote bullying people and picking on them, and ex-cop and kids found out, and we're hitting. Yeah, I gotta be honest, Cynthia. I know it's wrong. We're not supposed to tell kids to hit other kids, and yes, Rescue Mania. That is correct. That is correct, Lou. Rescue Mania. You type that in, one big word, Rescue Mania. The first 4 episodes will come up, and you can see episode 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm ringside announcing. You're gonna love it. Yeah, video games are a little bit to blame, but it's not. It's definitely a parenting issue, but it's been the same parenting issue. We had bullies when I was a kid. That's nothing new. I think the way we teach kids today is the problem. I think, again, when I was a kid, my parents always told me, and my dad especially, my dad was a 350-pound monster who wasn't the most pleasant person to deal with. And he would always tell me, he goes, listen, if somebody's picking on you, you don't hit them back, you're going to have to deal with me. Okay, so when it came to that, it didn't matter if it was 1, 2, 5, 6. Somebody's picking on you, you got to fight back. You have to throw hands. Now, I tried to turn the other cheek from time to time, but you can't always do that because they don't go away. And I know they want you to not deal with it. But the bottom line is you have to deal with it. You got to fight back. You can't let them do it because bullies, if they see you being weak and they see you ignoring them and walking away, they just keep coming. It's because they see you as prey. You're weak. You're you're not fighting back. But once you start fighting back, these bullies aren't exactly brave. They're not tough guys. They're punks. Because if they weren't punks, they wouldn't be picking on someone less than, you don't look at somebody and say, oh, this is a weaker person, let me pick on him. The whole purpose, and this has always been my purpose, if you're an alpha and you really want to be an alpha, you see somebody weaker than you, you pick them up. You help them out because you know what? Maybe right there, they can't, maybe they're too meek or too shy or too scared to do anything. If you don't, if they're just too scared to do something, if you want to be a true alpha, then you go and you help them up. And you make friends because you know what? You never know what they can do for you down the line. And guess what? Maybe they can't do anything for you. That doesn't make it right. That's not what being an alpha is. It's not what being a man is. It's not what being a woman is. You don't go and pick on people who are weaker than you. It's easy to pick on people who are weaker than you. They're weaker than you. Okay, whether it's physically, mentally, whatever it is. Yes, Lou, it is Go Pro Wrestling. We are Go Pro Wrestling, but if you go to Rescue Mania, it's our site. Just give it a like and on YouTube, and you'll love it. The first 4 episodes are up there. I've seen the first 3. I got to be honest, I'm hilarious. No, I'm only kidding. Well, not really. It is, some of the stuff is pretty funny. Some of the it's a lot of fun. I got to be honest, announcing wrestling is so much fun. I like the fact that I can have 2 conversations at once on Facebook like this when we go live. It's fantastic. I can talk to my boy DJ Friction about Rescue Mania. I can talk to Cynthia Taser about bullying. Again, it's very easy to bully people when you think you're better than them, you're bigger than them. I love you, Lou. I can't. You let me know when you're wrestling. If you're gonna put it up on video or anything, I want to check it out. I want to see you in the ring, brother. Yeah, but the bullying thing it's never gonna stop. It's never gonna go away. Bullying is always gonna be there. It was there when my father was a kid. It was there when my brother was a kid. It was there when I was a kid. It was there when my kids were kids. Now that my grandson's a kid, it's there. Bullying is always, there's always going to be bullies there. Because there's always going to be parents who aren't smart enough to tell their kids, or you never know. It's a weird dynamic. I don't know how you become a bully. I don't know how you look at somebody weaker than you and just start picking on them. I guess maybe I do it once in a while but you know what? Whenever I see somebody, or even guys I work with, I pick on them. I don't pick on them with malcontent. I tease them a little. I break their chops. But when I'm breaking your chops, it's just because I love you. If I don't break your chops and I'm not talking to you, it's because I don't like you. I'll go to work and I got guys, I pick on them and I break their chops. But it's never done with malice. It's never done with intent to harm them. I pick on my engineer, Gene, here all the time because it's funny. But Gene knows I love him. Gene, I would go through a wall for Gene. And he knows that. And there's nothing I wouldn't do for him, his family, everybody. But I pick on Gene relentlessly. I'll be honest, I thought this whole episode first in the studio, first day, I was going to be spending an hour picking on Gene because all the technical issues. But so far, so good, knock on wood. We're 39 minutes into the show, and I haven't had any technical issues other than some jackass left the iPad on. I can't use it. I'm Facebooking off my phone. But we're still Facebooking live off the big screen and everything, which is kind of cool with my dancing Godzilla. But yeah, I can only tell you, bullying is always going to go on. It's always going to be there, and if if you don't learn to fight back, things are just going to get worse, people. And administration can tell you whatever they want. They can say it any way they please. At the end of the day, I'm going to hit you back. You hit me, I'm going to hit you back. You pick on me, I'm going to pick on you harder. You don't think I can pick on you harder? Try me out. Because I verbally assault people into running away when they think they can come head to head with me. But you know what? Again, whether you want... bullies need to be bullied back. And that's how they stop. You can't turn the other cheek because they just keep coming. But that being said, DJ Friction, thank you so much for subscribing to the Rescue Mania YouTube channel. I'm even going to start streaming the Alpha Male Show on YouTube a little bit more. I was watching a couple of podcasts on YouTube, and I think it translates a little better, and they're a little easier to find episodes on YouTube than it is on Facebook. Facebook just kind of buries stuff and you never see it again, or it's really hard to go find. YouTube, if you save everything on your page, it's there on your page. What you want to save is on your page is there. So I think I'm going to start leaning towards using YouTube a little bit more than Facebook in the coming months. I think it'll get the show out there a little bit more. Facebook kind of limits you to what you can really do. You can only have 5,000 friends, then it gets shared. Some people get it, some people don't. It makes it really hard where if I go out to YouTube, anybody can subscribe to my page. You subscribe to the page, and it just pops up, and it'll be there every week. Hey, Claire's in the house. Hello, Claire. Good to see you. So, yeah, in the next few weeks, as soon as the studio gets a little settled, I'm gonna start now investigating how to do the show live off of YouTube as opposed to off of Facebook. Maybe I can do live off both. I got to see what Gene's capable of as soon as the studio gets settled. But I think I'm going to be doing a little bit more off YouTube and getting away from Facebook, just because there's a lot of restrictions to Facebook. I can't once in a while, and it's not all the time, but once in a while they give me a little bit of guff about my opening and closing music. YouTube will pretty much let me do anything I want to do. And I have musical guests I want to bring in. In May, I'm going to have a couple of different musical guests. I have this, my buddy Jimmy Bonanimo reached out to me. He gave me he hooked me up with this kid, Bruno, who's an excellent guitar player and a good singer. He's got some nice songs. His girlfriend plays the drums, so we're going to have them up here in a couple of weeks as soon as I can work out the details. A lot of you have been asking, and since Claire is here, I'll fill her in on it. I was talking to her daughter about bringing her granddaughter back in again. For those of you who remember Sammy, Superman is now staring at me, so I'm a little worried about what's going on.
Something good news.
Oh, we have good news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. Something's broken.
The Alpha Male Show will be picked up by 102.9 DLJ Radio by DJ Friction.
Oh, my boy DJ Friction.
You're syndicated.
I am now syndicated, people. For users still here, my boy DJ Friction, Luis Cedeno, is picking up the Alpha Male Show. Way to go, DJ Friction. Thank you, buddy. Great news. I couldn't be happier. Oh, my God. Thank you, Lou. Oh, I am honored to be on 102 DGL. I was right the first time. Well, my boy DJ Friction, I am thrilled. Thank you, Lou. God bless you. I can't wait to watch you in the ring. I'm going to announce your matches. Wow, that's good news. I'm a little thrilled. Got to be honest, I'm thrilled. My first syndication. I just got the news, Lou. I'm thrilled to death. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm going to add your station to the list of plugs. This way people know where to find me. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Gene is back in the studio.
One more thing.
Uh-oh.
All his shows are on iHeartRadio. That means you're going to be on iHeartRadio.
I'm going to be on iHeartRadio. The one person without a heart is going to be on iHeartRadio. There you go. Every time Gene comes in, I get more news. I'm waiting for Gene to come in and say, the studio's on fire, run for your life. We haven't run into any technical problems yet. I'm waiting on that. Okay, we're gonna go with a quick. We're gonna do a couple of quick alphas here. We're gonna do an alpha male, alpha female for the week. I'm a little behind because we had the Alpha Madness tournament. So some of these guys deserve to win alpha male and alpha female. I am thrilled that I'm going to be on iHeartRadio, Lou. I can't tell you how happy I am right now. I would jump out of my chair if I wasn't 350 pounds of molting, burning fat that if I jump, I'll go right through the floor of this brand new studio and I'll be in the basement. But that's how excited I am. I'm considering jumping. But jumping's like an exercise thing, and I'm against exercise. But we're gonna name an alpha male and an alpha female for the week because we're winding down into the last moments of the show. I'm thrilled we're gonna be on iHeartRadio. That's great news. We're gonna be promoting all this stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to, Lou. They just got this studio up and running. I'll be honest, I was amazed the last studio didn't just collapse and fall. And this one looks pretty sturdy, so I don't want to ruin it. Alpha male for the week. I know it's a little behind, but a couple of people told me I should, since I was a wrestler when I was in high school, and I went pro, and I usually name pro athletes. I usually name, I should be naming a couple of amateur wrestlers as alpha male, and I couldn't agree more. Rutgers Finest. We're going to start with this week, Alpha Male of the Week. Anthony Ashnault won a national championship just a few weeks ago. We were in the middle of the Alpha Male in this tournament, so we're going to name him for this week so he's not forgotten. And Anthony Ashnault, congratulations, being named national champ. And Alpha Female this week. There's a lot of them. I got a laundry list of alpha females that came up in the listing, but I'm gonna and I'm gonna start naming them week by week. We're gonna catch up eventually, or maybe not. Maybe we're just gonna have so many of them that we can't name them all. But we're gonna go this week. We have to. A fallen comic. She was funny. I got a kick out of every show she did. She did the Mary Tyler Moore show. She did Everybody Loves Raymond. The great Georgia Engel passed away at 70 years old. God bless her. She was so funny. Even when I was a little kid, I always thought she was hilarious. So you'll be missed. And no, that's about all. So that's our alpha male and alpha female of the week. And we're gonna. We're gonna start the plugs. I can't even see that far anymore. Yeah, we got about 10 minutes left. We're gonna let's jump right into this. And I just had a plethora of ideas. That's pretty good. Alpha female. For alpha female, DJ Friction is nominating Carlo. We can put him in the alpha female category. And you know what, people? Anybody who's listening in, if you have someone who you think should be an alpha, let me know. I know the Hammer, my buddy Mike Valentine, I went to high school with, who listens to the show regularly from I believe he's in North Carolina, living down there. He always sends me suggestions and stuff on who he thinks should be alpha, whether I agree with him or not, and when I agree with you or not, on whether they should be alphas or not be alphas is, irrelevant. If you have an idea or a suggestion, I'm always willing to take them because I'm always looking for more alphas, males, females, amphibians, whatever you got. If it's a dog. But here's the thing. They got to be alpha male or alpha female. I'm not going with an alpha they, an alpha it, an alpha we, an alpha, you're male or you're female. There's only two genders. Okay? So don't come up with these 75 pronouns thinking I should be naming you alpha male, female, alpha they, it, theys, though, how, what, why, where. I can't keep up with all that stuff, so we're only going alpha males and alpha females. So if that's too much on you, then I don't know, kill yourself, because you obviously have something wrong with you. All right, let's go to the plugs. My newest plug, which I'm thrilled about, Bruin Burgers. My buddy Rocco Filarino, who is always a listener of the show, he even sends me messages late at night. He goes, "Dude, I'm sorry I missed out on the show. Rocco, I love you, brother. I know you're listening to it in replays. I can't wait to give you the news that we're going to be on iHeartRadio with DJ Friction. Great news." But Bruin Burgers, 28540 U.S. Highway 19 in Clearwater, Florida. If you're down there, go in, see my buddy Rocco, ask for him, tell him Ed from the Alpha Male Show sent you, and he won't spit on your burger, or maybe he will. Depends what you're into. April the 27th, the Alpha Comedy Club. We will have Carlo Wild Thing Valerio, Kelly Shannon, Michelle Trania, and myself, Ed Ruffalo, and possibly another guest comedian. Never know what's going to happen at the Alpha Comedy Club, April 27th, 102 Park Avenue, Rutherford, New Jersey. Also, in the odd same address, 102 Park Avenue, Rutherford, New Jersey, you got Jim Dandy's Restaurant. You want to talk about the best barbecue food you can find in all of New Jersey? Go to Jim Dandy's. Best wings, ribs, all of it. Oh, my God. If you go to my Facebook page, you'll see a picture of me stuffing a cheesesteak down my gullet. It's just, the food is amazing. It's all from Jim Dandy's. It's incredible stuff. So, go to Jim Dandy's. Even if the best time to go is April 27th after 9 o'clock, because then it's the Alpha Comedy Club. But if you get there earlier, go to Jim Dandy's, sit down, eat. The food is incredible. You're going to love it. DivorceDiaryShow.wordpress.com. That's my good friend Michelle Trania, who will, I hope I spell her name right, Trania. I'm going to ask her when I see her, and she's going to punch me and say, "Get away from me, creep." But I deserve it, because I'll be drooling when I talk to her, because she's just gorgeous. But no, Michelle is great. She's super funny. And her show, the DivorceDiaryShow.wordpress.com. Go there, check it out. It'll tell you where she's playing and when she's playing. And I can't wait to go check out the Divorce Diaries. It's got to be hilarious, because her stand-up is just incredible. And I loved working with her. I can't wait to work with her again. Now, Jen Garrett at rockamail.com. I know you people love animals. If you're not eating them, you want to take care of them. And Jen Garrett at rockamail.com is she has her own Paws and Claws rescue site out in Houston, Illinois. She's, I know, on hand she has wolves and raccoons and mini horses and tigers. Just a whole plethora of animals, and she does a great job of taking care of them. She's such a sweetheart. And she needs donations to take care of it. So if you go to Jen Garrett at rockamail.com, she'll help you out. If you have animals or even people with, I know she takes care of people with opioid addiction. Jen is just a true giving person. She's a loving person. And if you go to Jen Garrett at rockamail.com, you can send her a donation to help keep the animal rescue up and running. So it's definitely worth the dollars you're spending, because it goes right to her and right into the rescue. So if you want to help out some animals, or reach out to her. If you're in the Hoopeston, Illinois area, I know she's always looking for volunteers. If you want to go by and give her a hand, feel free to do that. Also, if you're hungry and I'm starving, go to Josie's Pizzeria at 228 Stuyvesant Ave, Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Give them a call, 201-933-1966. Again, with all my sponsors, tell them Ed from the Alpha Male Show sent you. North Jersey Alliance Football Club. Go to their Facebook page, give them a follow, give them some love, buy some of their gear. They got a ton of stuff coming up. These guys do all kinds of volunteer work. They teach little kids soccer. They teach them teamwork and sportsmanship and everything and anything you could hope for. I love them to death. My boy Edgar he's one of a kind. He's all over the country, always flying, jet setting all over the place, promoting the North Jersey Alliance Football Club. He's a great guy. Marco Ramirez, the coach, he does an excellent job coaching these guys. Guys team, the girls team. Now that the weather's getting a little nicer, I'm going to go out and check out some games. You guys should too. If you can, come out and watch a game with us and we can hang out and just shoot the shit while we're watching the game. Also, if you're in Atlantic City, go to the AC Comedy Club. Check out acjokes.com. Grab your tickets there. Go see some of the best comics in the New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Connecticut area. You're in the tri-state area. You're going down to Atlantic City, go to the AC Comedy Club. You're not going to have more fun. You're probably going to wind up losing at the casino. It's rigged that way. So instead of losing at the casino, go to acjokes.com and check out some comedians. All right, Monday night, the 22nd, this upcoming Monday night, I will be on the Uncomfortably Funny podcast from 7 to 9 with Dave Hodjanowski, Anthony Ennis, and Shay Farrell. God knows what we're going to be talking about. I love that show to death. I'm like the fourth rotating host on that show. Whenever they need somebody, they ask me to come in, so I can't wait to go in. And again, Monday night, the Uncomfortably Funny podcast. Catch them on Ustream, Facebook, Twitter, Periscope. They're on everything. And they usually have so many technical difficulties, you think we're in Hamilton Radio. And all of this is brought to you by HamiltonRadio.net. And now, 102, what is that, 102 DLG or?
102 DLG Radio.
There it is, 102 DLG Radio. With my boy DJ Friction. I'm just going to add it. And it is officially added to the plugs. I'm going to have to get rid of a plug. I'll sell somebody's plug. I love all these plugs. I'm keeping them. We'll just have to plug more. But that's where we're at, folks. Everything is going... that's all brought to you from HamiltonRadio.net and 102 DLG Radio with DJ Friction. That is about all the time. I think that's all the time. I can't see that far anymore. Gene, we got to move this. There you go, 102 DLG Radio Orlando. I'm going to write Orlando down here so I can copy it later. Fantastic. Everybody, that is it for this week. I can't believe I've been gone for 2 weeks and now I am back. I'm thrilled to be back. I love the new studio. I can't be happier for Gene, Rubin, and all the other leeches who leech onto those guys like Sal and Monk, who gave them like $4 and said, "Yeah, now we're owners too." But all those guys are great. I'm so happy for them. I'm glad the studio's up and running, and it's only going to get better. Or if everything follows par like it always does, it's going to get worse. So, but either way, it's going to be entertaining. So, everybody tune in every week. Right? I can't believe my hour's over already. I feel like I just sat down. Yeah, that's about it. So, everybody tune in next week. I don't know what's going on next week. Let's find out. It's going to be fun. But from 8 to 9, tune in and, blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Everybody have a great week. And I will see you next week right here in the brand new studio, unless it burns to the ground.